Hey viewers, welcome to another game of the Casual Pro Gamer. Today we're doing Terran versus Zerg match. And once again the Zerg is SkyZerg, which is a coincidence, but ChaosTheory is our Terran player here. And we are going to watch this interesting matchup. I kind of like this because these are mostly big armies. So yeah, it's a lot about microing your big army as well as some tactics. There are some pretty nice tactics involved in this, especially when it comes to infestors, because the infestors are the main unit to deal with the Marines, which are normally the unit of choice for the Terran player. Obviously the Zerg player can go for different routes, and we've seen a couple of interesting strategies, so we'll have to see what they go for here. So we saw a supply depot at the ramp of at the bottom of the ramp, which is surprising because it means that he's not going to wall off his top part. And he might actually go for a wall off over here, but yeah, I'm not sure why he would place it exactly at the bottom of the ramp. Maybe he just wants to wall off the ramp from the bottom side. I'm not actually sure. So we see the Overlord going over there and the drone scout going over here. Exactly in time to see this command center go down and harass the SCV a little bit. But in a battle versus SCV and drone, between an SCV and a drone, the SCV will come out on top if both of them are fighting. The SCV is really low now and is going to go down. Wow, that is really bad micro from the Terran player here. He could have repaired it, he could have just taken out the drone, but he decides to just let it die. I mean, repairing that SCV would have been the best option there, but the drone is going to regenerate some health and is going to be fine. Going to run back home and have his victory there. So our Overlord over here going to spot this second base that might come up, or maybe he will fly it in to actually spot this base, because there is some room over here to plant your Overlord without it being spotted, where it can still watch everything that's going on. Also, you can plant it over here, which would also be hard to to spot. But yeah, there you have, or here, but there you have the problem that the Terran player can still deal with it because he can still see it. And yeah, if you place it on the high ground when the Terran or your enemy is on the low ground, then he cannot even see it, so he cannot snipe your Overlord. And that is of course very painful to have, because if you lose your Overlord really early on, that is a big deal. So 2 refineries going down after the 2 barracks and the expansion. Bunker going down, so this is actually the wall off now. Going to build another supply depot just to make it a little bit harder to get through this wall and to surround the bunker. In the meantime, we see Spinecrawler down for the Zerg player. He hasn't scouted in a while, so is probably afraid of what might be coming his way. He may have seen the He may have seen the 2 barracks. No, not even. Not even went all the way up to the base, the main base. And
want a piece of me, boy?
Yeah, there are some. No, the Terran player is aware that there are 2 bases up, but that's all he knows. He doesn't know what tech there is, and yeah. Probably saw this first drone, roach now, because we already saw the roach warren and the spawning pool. But yeah, our Terran player hasn't seen anything yet and might actually have to deal with that, well, that lack of information later. So sending out overlords everywhere, and yeah, once again they are blue and red, so I cannot switch while surrounding the whole bunker with these supply depots, giving them 400, oh well, giving the bunker basically 400 extra hit points, as well as making it harder to just surround it, well, making it impossible to surround it. He does have, well, a big amount of supply left, so normally people build supply depots in the last moment. Same goes for the overlords. He has a large number of overlords that are just, yeah, an investment that he didn't really need to make, but I guess he just doesn't want to deal with the fact that, well, he might run out of stuff, out of room to build, and that is, of course, well, if you're supply blocked, that is very hard to deal with. So capturing both of the watchtowers with roaches, and what's over here? Oh, there's an overlord over here. So that's kind of strange, because here you cannot see it. But yeah, that's because of the well, the flying units is actually over there, even though the picture is over there. The helpers are on, but yeah, yellow on this light terrain. Yeah, there you can see it. But yellow on the light terrain is virtually impossible to see. What just happened? He cancelled something, or yeah, must have. Anyhow, going for barracks with tech labs on it right now, as well as, well, two factories with the reactors he built earlier with his barracks, and he's going to go for Marauders and Hellions. The Hellions dealing with the Zerglings, the Marauders dealing with the Roaches, and he indeed moved up his Overlord just to spot what's going on, sees that these two gas geysers haven't been taken, and that is quite surprising. Well, not so much surprising for him, because he assumes that there will be a large number of Marines and maybe Hellions coming out, but he is going for the Marauders, and Marauders actually cost gas, so instead of going for these gas and knowing that it was probably going to be spotted by an Overlord, he went for only the gas in his well, in his base, in his main base. And yeah, now revealing the Marauders, and the Marauders actually may have some nice upgrades already. No, the stim pack's still being upgraded. And let me see if they actually have the concussive shells. Come on. Yeah, they do have concussive shells, meaning that they will slow the units they attack, and that is very helpful. Going here with a very big army actually, and a very efficient army against this composition. Oh, but the Baneling's doing quite a bit of damage there. Not doing enough damage, I think, to scare the Terran player away, but still a nice amount of damage. And yeah, definitely a nice build. We haven't seen this yet, and I think he will be able to pick off this hatchery with the Marauders while holding everyone off with the Hellions and the 3 Marines that he still has left. And indeed, going to pick off this hatchery and might actually get these roaches as well. Yeah, there we go, and now going to retreat, I'm assuming. Oh, he's just going to run in. Oh, that's not very smart. He's going to lose a lot here, because obviously the Zerg player gave up on that base and was going to get all of his army back in his base. And he indeed lost all of his Hellions and most of his Marauders. And everyone that's left is going to retreat now to the base. See a decent amount of creep spreads, yeah, destroying the creep tumors where he can. Getting some scans out there. And yeah, actually destroying that last one, so that means that only this one is remaining, and everything else is going to retreat back. I don't think there are any creep tumors here, no. So he's going to have to redo the creep spread again, unless he takes a queen over here and just drops, or over here and just plants a new creep tumor. But anyhow, yeah, we see the roaches here, and the roaches are going to try to do a counterattack, but it's not going to happen. Apparently this, yeah, from the chat I just noticed, I don't know how to bring up the chat, by the way, because this only brings up the chat window, but I'm not sure how to get back all of the messages from earlier. Yeah, anyhow, this is apparently kind of an all-in, meaning that if you don't do a whole lot of damage with it, it's not going to... yeah, you're not going to win the game, and you're going to have to surrender from there on out. And he did do quite a bit of damage. He destroyed one base, got a lot of units killed a lot of units, and yeah, now has the possibility to make something out of this. These Hellions getting caught by the roaches, and almost all of them getting sniped. He's still going to go for the drones, obviously, because that was his target. But he loses every one of them without doing serious damage. 6 units killed, or 6 workers killed on the red side, 4 on the blue side, by the blue player, sorry. So the other way around. And yeah, that is quite a big deal. I don't know why he sent all of his workers out, and when there isn't even a command center yet. Yeah, the command center is coming in. One Marine versus 2 Zerglings. Apparently the Zerglings win that with very low health. Oh, the other one is still full health. And that one scouted these 2 Banshees, and that was an excellent scout, because now he knows that it's coming. And yeah, the Banshees are also one of those all-in strategies. If you, yeah, especially if you go for cloaked Banshees, you have to do a lot of damage with it, although it's pretty easy to do a lot of damage with it if people don't see it coming. But he already has a Spore Crawler up, and the Spore Crawler is probably going to hold it off all on its own. Yeah, the one Banshee over here doing some damage. I don't know where the other one is. No, I really don't know. But yeah, it seems that he's... oh, he gets a couple of free drones here. Well, not free, but... because he is going to get taken out. And actually... oh, not able to cloak. No, the cloak doesn't work when you get a fungal growth, because it reveals, as you can see, it reveals cloaked and burrowed units. So, excellently done by our Zerg player there. And yeah, another Banshee over here. I couldn't find it, but yeah, this one is actually going to do some damage. It has 11 kills already. I'm sure all of those are